Hello, everybody. This is Kimchi Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about a thesis why being so bullish in Q1 this year. Let's dig in. US to hit that ceiling on Tuesday. Will Bitcoin soar or suffer? It's a very important question to be asked for crypto investors. The US Treasury will begin extraordinary measures, potentially draining the TGA account in a positive development for risk assets, including Bitcoin. For your information, TGA stands for US Treasury General Accounts of the US Treasury Department. The US will hit its roughly $36 trillion borrowing cap Tuesday. The Treasury will implement extraordinary measures that might include running down the TGA. Previous TGA drawdowns have supported risk assets, including Bitcoin. This sounds very bullish. My question is, why is this bullish then? Well, we might see crypto price to go up in Q1 this year. Why? Or is there any risks behind this? Well, without that ceiling agreement, US Treasury Department have to spend $700 billion on multiple public spending. They have to spend for, the government officials, the public expenditures and so forth. And US Treasury, when they spend money, this money will come into the commercial banks in the United States. And US banks will lend more money to the market participants, and the investment will increase. So some of those, liquidity will be poured into crypto and stock market as well. When you take a look at this chart here, the blue chart represents US TGA, Treasury General Accounts, whereas red chart represents the price of Bitcoin. As you can see here, TGA goes contrary to the price of Bitcoin. When TGA goes down, Bitcoin price goes up. US extraordinary measures. This means the TGA drawdown, the liquidity from the US Treasury to the commercial banks, and this will increase the price of Bitcoin, I suppose, in Q1 this year. That was why crypto market to peak in March this year, then crash, says Arthur Hayes. Why then crash in April or in Q2 this year? According to Arthur Hayes, crypto market to peak in Q1, crash in Q2. First, we need to admit that we cannot time the market exactly. Here's the thing, before TGA runs out, United States needs to compromise on raising national debt ceiling. Debate between Democrats and Republicans will occur in several months for sure. Well, raising US national debt ceiling is good news for sure, but in the long term, because they can print another huge amount of money. However, raising US national debt ceiling might be bad news in the short term. Why? If US national debt ceiling is raised, US Treasury Department usually fills up TGA rapidly because they've spent a huge amount of money, which means their TGA account is likely to have almost zero. It's just empty. So they need to fill it up in a couple of months. And this means liquidity will dry up in the market for a while. Liquidity in the commercial banks in the market will go into the TGA, of the US Treasury Department. And this will cause the market to crash. That was why Arthur predicted a crash in Q2 this year. Most experts however, predict this type of liquidity will recover in Q3 and Q4 going by the end of this year. In Q1, in conclusion, if the market pumps, we'd better sell some of our assets. In Q2, if the market dumps, we'd better buy the dip. But please note, when buying the dip in Q2, only 20% or 30% of the profits made in Q1 this year, that would be good to be reinvested. Why? Because, if we just go all in once again in Q3, Q4, we might lose everything. You might have made some mistakes in the past, so your profit should be confirmed in Q1. And just some portion of 20%, 30%, less than 50% of your profit made in Q1, I think that would be good to be reinvested in crypto market, especially going, by the end of this year, so that your profit might be confirmed. Plus, you can still pursue additional profit by the end of this year. What do you think? Thank you for listening.